This video will help you apply for a Chinese tourist visa as a foreigner in Thailand. Create an account at this link and get the OTP from your email. In Gmail, I just use this translate button so I can understand what it says, although the OTP number is pretty straightforward. Fill out the form. This is what the form looks like when it's not filled yet. You have to fill the required fields per section. You can't move on to the next section if all the required fields are not filled. So submit all the documents that you think is necessary. This is what the form looks like when it's filled. You can refer to this clip for the fields that need to be filled out. You can pay for a confirmed flight ticket, but I didn't do that option because I didn't want the risk of not being able to refund the cost. Although you can buy a fully flexible and refundable ticket, but of course it comes at a cost of a cancellation fee. What I did instead was I got on a ticket reservation app that can be used especially for applying in immigrations. I got my flight reservation through this link, which costed me $15. So this is what it looks like right after clicking the submit button. As you can see, the status is under review. After this was a series of modification requests from the embassy. It was kind of a horror hassle for me. Good thing I started processing my visa application 2 months before our desired trip schedule. The next day is this horror story. The status was changed to be modified. There was no email from the embassy, but I know what I needed to be changed. I put the wrong file on the wrong upload field, so I just corrected those and re-clicked submit. The following day, I got this email from the embassy asking me this: please fill your last job before you were unemployed. Even if my last job was more than 5 years ago, I still provided what they requested. And so I did that and re-clicked submit. 3 days later, they asked for a modification again. Add my middle name beside my given name, and they want me to upload my Thai visa photo. You get the point by this time, right? I did those and resubmit. Another 3 days later, another modification request. I was asked what I'm doing in Thailand. Now at this point, they didn't mention the field where I'm supposed to answer this question. So what I did was, first, I replied to the email that I got my Thai visa by doing Muay Thai lessons in Thailand and that I'm traveling Thailand with my then partner. Secondly, I made a screenshot of my reply, exactly this one, and uploaded that to my application, along with a picture of me doing Muay Thai lessons and another picture of me and my then partner. So those were 3 photos I uploaded in the supplementary field. 5 days after the last modification, 13 days after my very first submission, and 4 modification requests later, I received an email that I have completed the online review. Once the embassy has accepted all the modifications, the status changed to online review completed. The completed form will be automatically generated and can be downloadable as a PDF file from the website. This is when you need to print out the completed form, the other supplementary documents, and submit them physically to the embassy, either by directly showing up or by submitting them through post. If you're doing through post, you can coordinate with the embassy through email how you can do that. So I'm here right now at Thanapoom Tower. Today I just finished submitting the papers for the Chinese visa. So there's a lot of documents that I uploaded, but actually what they only needed was the first few pages of the application. I printed all of the other documents and they said, no, we don't need this document. So it's kind of extra hassle. There were also some pictures that we had printed, which was part of the upload documents, but they said they didn't need that. We left our house, condo, at around 7:30 a.m. and then we arrived here around 9:30 a.m. Actually almost 10. And then we went up to the parking lot when we arrived here. We parked here at the 4th floor, and then from the 4th floor we went up to the 5th floor where the Chinese embassy is. And then in the Chinese embassy, I only went through 3 counters. The first counter was the reviewing documents. And then the second counter was assessing how much it cost. And the third counter was for the actual payment. And then they accept only cash. They don't accept scan or credit cards or other modes of payment. Only cash. And then I wanted mine to be delivered via post. So they said the visa processing will be done in about 4 business days. So that's right now is October 30. And then they will finish processing it on November 4. And then on November 4, that's when they will send the visa to my place so that we don't have to go back here. So the total cost was, for me, I'm not Thai and I claimed the postal service thingy, and it costed 1,895 baht in total. We arrived here around 10, and then actually I went down to the 1st floor first, to the lobby. I asked the reception if they can print something for me, and then she said need to go up to the 2nd floor. That's where they have printing service. Then I went to the 2nd floor. I had the new flight ticket booking because the other one already expired. I wanted to make a new one. And then they printed it there. It cost 10 baht per page. I had 2 pages printed. And then I brought it up to the 5th floor to finally submit all the papers. And then they said, oh, we don't need this. So they just really needed the first few pages in the application. So everything was done within an hour since we arrived here. It's already 11, so we're gonna head out now for lunch. So I will just wait. They will finish processing the visa on November 4, but I still have to wait for the post for my passport to arrive. So maybe a few days after that, I will get my passport back. It doesn't mean yet that the passport is approved, but there's a very high chance that it will be approved, I think. So I'm just gonna wait for that. So here in Thanapoom Tower, they give you a ticket at the parking entrance, and then there's a QR code on the ticket, and then the Chinese embassy will scan it. And then we're gonna exit now. We'll see if it's free or we have to pay, or it's just a proof of visit. We don't know. Thank you. It's free?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
2000.
free. What are you trying to say?
For the 2000 application fee, it's free.
It's free. No need to pay for parking. 6 days after the embassy visit, I followed up the status of my passport. So my passport arrived at our condo just 5 days after the embassy trip. It actually arrived before I asked for the tracking number. I just wasn't able to pick it up from our lobby. And I'm so glad it was approved. So I hope this video gave you more clarity and confidence on the Chinese tourist visa application as a foreigner in Thailand. Subscribe if you want to see the next videos when we actually went to China while traversing the land borders. That was from Thailand to Laos and then to China. So yes, go, click subscribe.